begin with worldwide condemnation and concern after North Korea tested its most powerful nuclear weapon yet. The North claims its ballistic missiles can now carry nuclear warheads. The overnight test triggered a magnitude 5.3 tremor near North Korea's main nuclear base.
South Korea and Japan called the test reckless and unacceptable. And President Obama, returning from a trip to Asia, promised serious consequences. Adriana Diaz is in Beijing, where China is also protesting its allies' latest move. Adriana, good morning.
Good morning. This is North Korea's second nuclear test this year alone, and its largest yet. This comes just after the U.S. and South Korea held joint military exercises last month, and amid planning for a U.S. missile defense shield on the Korean peninsula. That's angered the North and further complicated an already tense situation.
North Korea said overnight the test was performed on a newly developed nuclear warhead at a remote site used for previous nuclear tests. South Korean officials scrambled together an emergency meeting. And on his way back from Asia, President Obama had separate phone calls with South Korea's president and the Japanese prime minister. The test violates 5 UN Security Council resolutions and undermines regional stability. Secretary of State John Kerry addressed the test from Geneva.
We're trying still to monitor to find out precisely what took place.
Earlier this week, Pyongyang caused more concern when they launched 3 missiles while China was hosting world leaders at the G20 summit. And yesterday at a regional summit in Laos, President Obama condemned what he called provocations.
We are constantly examining other strategies that we can take.
Pyongyang's nuclear program is a source of national pride. When we visited in May, the nation showcased a parade float celebrating their January 6th nuclear test. That month, in a 3-hour speech, leader Kim Jong-un pledged to use nuclear weapons only in self-defense.
Every time we condemn them, they come back at us with another test.
Joshua Pollack is an expert on nuclear and missile proliferation.
If you read their statements in the last few days, I think it has become increasingly clear that they have more planned for us even before the end of this year.
China, North Korea's only major ally, had harsh words for Pyongyang, condemning the nuclear test. China also said it would lodge a formal complaint with North Korea's ambassador here. Gail?
Adriana Diaz in Beijing, thank you.